everyone, and welcome back to Eorzea. When last we left off, we were here in front of Swazbleed over here, and he has a quest for us, and we were also trying to fulfill these close to home main scenario quests. So, yeah, let's just get started with that then. He has something else for us, and I want to be as helpful as possible as a new adventurer. So, alright. Hey, Swazbleed. Swazbleed, the master merchant of Hawker's Alley, wants you to look into current market prices. Okay. You misadventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are three merchants that interest me: Iron Thunder, Kyokarun, and Sinehill. Sinehill? I don't know. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it to Bane Singh on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. So I'm what, like a secret shopper or something? The right price. I'm a secret shopper. I'm gonna go over there and see how they treat me. Or in this case, see how much they pay me, or they want me to pay them. Cool. Okay, I can do that. Kind of weird for a task to be given, but you know. Alright, so yeah, there are a bunch of shops here. Let's examine this for a minute. Okay, so we're in I guess East Hawker's Alley right now. Cause yeah, this is East Hawker's Alley, this is West Hawker's Alley. Okay. So alright, we've got various merchants here. At the independent jeweler here, you can buy things like accessories, which I actually, well, it looks like these are all out of my level range. Yeah, level 16, 17, 8, etc., etc. And I'm still level 1, so after 3 episodes, yes, I'm sorry. But you can at least, oh, I got a shops tooltip. You can at least buy jewelry from these guys, as well as buying items from the market board, but I'll cover that later. Alright, shops. A myriad of items can be bought and sold from vendors all across Eorzea. Purchasing an item is as simple as clicking on the item in the shopkeeper's inventory, while selling an item is as simple as dragging an item from your inventory or armory chest. You can also sell items by right-clicking them and selecting sell. If you happen to have second thoughts about a sale, you can always use the buyback tab. Buy back your item from the vendor, but only if you have yet to leave the area or log out of the game. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, so there was battle accessories, which gave me increases in battle stats like mind, spell speed, dexterity, that kind of thing. So you want to get the ones that are right for the class you currently have equipped. So in my case, I'm a melee tank, so it would be things like vitality and strength. Now, field accessories are for things like gathering and crafting classes. Like there's GP, which is gathering points, which is what you use when you use gathering abilities. CP is crafting points, which is what you use when you use crafting abilities, and so on and so forth. Now, that'll also be gotten into more as once I actually can, what's the word I'm looking for? Can equip or can change into another class, and I get a crafting or gathering class. But yeah, trade craft supplies. This is mostly just, it's groceries. Groceries plus ore and, like, wood and cloth and things like that. This is all for crafting and gathering, well, not gathering, but this is all for crafting stuff. Now, each of the guilds also, well, not all of them, but most of the guilds have their own supplier at the actual guild itself that will sell you crafting items as well. So they cover stuff that's needed throughout all of your levels. There's a couple of items, and then there's items mostly for like low-level recipes and things like that. But yeah, and then we've got Blue Lily, who's an apothecary, and she sells high potions and echo drops, antidotes, I think, yes. Alright, so I don't personally find much of a need for most of these potions, at least at early levels. Now, I play a tank, obviously. So I tend to be, what's the word? Not as squishy as like some of the DPS classes can be, and the healer classes, of course. So I can understand, like, if you're DPS, you probably would use high potions and potions early on. just because you don't have a healer with you, and you don't necessarily, if you get into a bind, you don't necessarily have, like, the extra health to take the extra damage. But as a tank, I don't necessarily need them. I mean, I still have it here, the one that I got in the quest, because why not? And, you know, if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I'll just sell it. But, yeah. And also, she only sells normal quality potions. If you want high quality potions, which are even more effective than their normal quality versions, then you basically either have to craft it yourself or get it off the market board. Alright, we've got a culinarian who's going to sell food. Now, food is interesting in this game, where it, again, I don't necessarily see an advantage in the early levels, usually, but each food, like, item has different, effects. Some affect your gathering and crafting, some affect your battle stats, and, like, having, you know, +1 to your vitality and determination and accuracy for 30 minutes, that can be helpful. It's not, like, gonna make or break you necessarily in most situations, but especially for things like trials later and things like that, or raids and stuff. I mean, it's good to have some food and a food buff on you just to get that little bit of extra health or DPS or whatever you need. Alright, and okay, so we've got Iron Thunder here, who I need to talk to for the quest. Well met, lass. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Nalbeek and Vermelis. Okay. Alright, I guess I cast my peepers and that, cast my peepers over his wares, and that was the... God, that's a funny sentence. Alright, and, that was all I needed to do there. Now, what he sells here, he sells battle gear and field gear, and I don't think I can actually wear any of the battle gear, specifically pants. I was kind of hoping for those. Yeah, level 15, 14, 13, 10, 10, 8. Okay, what's the... Alright, level 5 is the lowest he sells. Now, okay, you can try on items, just to see what they look like. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright. Okay, so if I put that on with this outfit, or with any other outfit, it would be pants, which would be nice, because, I mean, I like the skirt, look, but I do wish it was a little bit longer, because I keep noticing when I want to look up at something when I'm in third person, I keep accidentally, like, looking under her skirt, and I really don't need to do that, and it's really, really awkward. I mean, the skirt looks cool, but still. I would like some pants, please. But who knows, maybe the quests will give me some pants at some point as a reward. That would be nice. I won't have to pay money for it. Alright. I just like randomly talking to civilians, so here you go. This guy is ordering this guy to hold something. Dodazen, I was most pleased to discover the attitude of acceptance towards beastmen traders here in Limsa Lominsa. My fellow Ul'dah merchants openly despise such savage peddlers, you see. But I believe there are opportunities being missed. The Mummuljaw, for example, are a hardy race and hail from the lands to the west, and their skill at arms is their primary export, a quality source of mercenaries, if you ask me. The bulging pack of the goblins. They often contain naught of value, but it is worth sifting through the junk to find that one rare treasure. And the Kikern? Look no further should you wish to trade for ore or gemstones. Okay, man knows what he's talking about business sense-wise. It is. I'm happy that here, at least, apparently not everywhere, according to that guy, but here at least, you know, beastmen, everybody who has stuff to trade, they're welcome to come in and do it. Zwinberg. This here is Hawker's Round, where east meets west. This place bustles with buyers and sellers both. That was very informative, thank you. A giant safe in the middle. That's probably what he's guarding. Okay. Christmas tree is nice. Oh, I remembered what the actual what the actual Christmas festival is called. It's called the Starlight Festival. I don't know why I forgot that. But in my defense, the word saints does play into it, into its lore, and we will cover that when I get to the festival NPCs as I move around town here. I'll let them explain it better because they'll explain it better than I can. But the point is that that's why I was saying All Saints Day. For some reason I was actually mixing it up with All Saints Wake, which is the Halloween festival here, which I'm sure is a play on All Saints Day in the real world, as far as the name goes. Okay, so full disclosure here. So I got a phone call, so I stopped recording for a second. And then when I did that, I came back and started recording again, and you may notice I am here instead of here. Because, okay, so I ran over here, I did a little bit of quest turn-in, and then I started running back, and my computer crashed. So that corrupted the footage, the last about 15 minutes of my recording. But it's not a big deal, since it wasn't main quests or anything that it killed me on, but still, it was kind of annoying. But the good thing is that we do have the journal here, so I can update you on what I have done, and I can look at my complete quests. And I believe it would be... Nope. Side story, Lumens and side quests. Here we go. Alright, so, did that one already. Did that one. So the one that I finished while off-screen was talking to the vendors. And, basically, I completed my survey of the market prices, delivered the survey to this guy over here, on West Hawker's Alley, and delivered my report to him, and according to the prices I recorded, the markets seem free of any shading dealings for another day. Yay! Okay. Success. Also, I turned in Sweetnix's papers to the, customs enforcement people down here, which I will show you guys real quick, actually. But yeah, basically, as long as proper procedures are observed, any merchant is free to trade within the borders of Limsa Lominsa, and she asks, the customs agent asked me to assure Sweetnix of that, back to Sweetnix. But, I came and I spoke to these people, and these guys are like, how do I get my ship unquarantined? How much is the tariff on Sun Lemons? This poor girl's getting, like, basically bombarded with questions. But she is the customs agent, so she's used to it. All vessels, and she says all vessels that make use of Limsa Lominsa's ports must submit a cargo inspection and pay the duties incurred. Please direct all inquiries and complaints to the front desk of Melvan's Gate. And that would be over here. Now, before I talk to them, I do want to check down here. I think this is where I actually came in, in that opening cutscene. This is where my boat docked. And we have the ferry ticketer here, but if I click on him, he says, "We apologize for the inconvenience, but services to Vesper Bay are suspended until further notice." Now, Vesper Bay is the place where that ferry comes from, so it's where I came from. I don't know why exactly it's suspended at the moment. Probably because of the pirates that were attacking us, but I don't know. But I will have to see about getting on that later in the game. Oh, another thing I did while I was here that you guys didn't see, I attuned myself to this Aethernet shard. The Aethernet is basically the network of little crystal shards that are around the town, and when you attune yourself to a different Aethernet shard, you can then use that to quick travel between the other ones that you have attuned yourself to. So far I've only attuned myself to Limsa Lominsa's Aetherite Plaza, so the main one. But yeah, I'm gonna do that as I gotta remember to do that as I run around town. Quick look in here. This is Melvan's Gate. It is the tax and duties center, basically, of Limsa Lominsa, and you can see that by these guys here. Those dream flowers cost us a fortune. How about you take a crate for yourself? So they're over here, they're trying to bribe a government official, I think. Yep, this is the customs officer. They're trying to bribe her to take in some dream flowers. That's not okay. And probably not smart either. Being a customs officer often feels like a thankless job. On any given day, a dozen strangers will accuse you of high-sea robbery. I must constantly remind myself that what I do is for the good of the nation. Sounds like a tough job. Alright, and then we've got Pataja here, who I talked to already about Sweetnix. And she was like, oh, and Sweetnix's papers that I turned in, apparently they were just a bunch of squiggles on a piece of paper. But she totally takes that as like, yes, his monthly papers, thank you, so that he can stay here. So he's not exactly doing it right, but he's doing it correctly, and so they're letting him, like, it's just whatever excuse they need to, they're giving him an excuse to stay here. It's like, he's not exactly following the written word of the spirit of the law, but it's the letter of the law, and they're being lenient on him, and I think that's actually kind of cute. Alright, Pataja, all that would pass into Limsa Lominsa must first pass through Melvan's Gate. We levy excises and disallow contraband for the welfare of the market. Trade can only be free when buyers possess the necessary assurances. Without the rule of law, the streets would be overrun by traffickers and cutthroats. Okay, so yeah, these guys take their job pretty seriously. And now we have over here, we have Muri, who is a guild receptionist, because the tax office is also the Arcanist Guild. Saying, so you want to be an Arcanist. I can click on that. It says, welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence. Well, that sounds very esoteric. To draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If you prefer an arcane art built on structured thought and precise reasoning, then your discerning intellect may find a home here at our guild. Might you consider enrolling yourself as an initiate? Not at the moment, but I did want to hear about the Arcanist Guild, so thank you for that. You display an admirable measure of self-awareness. The path of the Arcanist would be rocky indeed should you lack the requisite intellectual curiosity. I think I just got insulted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got insulted. Thanks, I guess? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll still talk to her because I want to see what she says, but now I kind of don't like this lady very much. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. This institution was established at the express orders of Admiral Morweb, and the research and recruitment we conduct is funded by Limsa Lominsa's governing body. Okay, good to know. Are you nicer than your receptionist? Fabergame. Salutations. Do you come with questions, or are you perhaps perplexed by the nature of Arcanima? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to ask you any of this stuff right now. Arcanist, I just got the overview of the Arcanist Guild that I need to get. I will ask you those questions when I come back to be an Arcanist. So, right now I'm going to focus on my marauding and stick with that. So, okay, so I brought you guys up to date, and now that was basically what I covered in the last video, although slower, and I also looked at a couple of these merchants here. The Materia Melder here is one of the merchants in Hawker's Alley. They basically... Materia is an item that you can meld to your gear or your weapons, and it gives you a stat bonus, usually like +5 lightning resistance or +2 strength or something like that, and it gives you a statistical bonus to one of your stats here. And I don't think... Actually... Oh, here we go. Elemental resistances are right here. So yeah. Oh, right. The other thing that I covered, that I think got cut out, was this Ring of Freedom. Now, the Ring of Freedom is the item, if you remember at the beginning of the game, when I was over there getting off the ferry, and I had talked to Brennan. He said he gave me an item for saving him on the deck. And earlier on he had asked a question of why you get into adventuring. And the options for answering were for power, for glory, or for fortune, or to stay silent. And I chose to stay silent because, just for role-playing reasons. Depending on the answer to that question, it determines what ring you get from him. Power gives you, if you choose power, he gives you a ring that gives you vitality, I believe, or strength, one of the two. For glory, it's another stat that I don't remember. I never picked that one, so yeah. And then for fortune, he gives you a ring that improves your crafting. So it's neat that little, like, the dialogue choice ended up giving you a different reward. And this one gives me +1 determination, which is something that affects the amount of damage both physical and magical attacks send out, as well as the amount of HP restored by healing spells cast on me. So it's pretty cool for my class. I mean, it's not like a vital statistic. It's not one of the first statistic that I want to focus on as a tank. Specifically, well, it used to be strength for warriors, but they've actually changed that up so that vitality is what determines not only your health, but also what the damage is that you deal with your axe. So, and dealing damage with your axe is actually how you manage aggro and everything when you're tanking as a warrior. So vitality is now the one of the more important stats for my character. But +1 vitality wouldn't have made that much of a difference, especially right now. So I didn't care. Alright, now what did I... Oh yeah, so I ran over here because I wanted to show the merchants that I missed. So there's a dye monger here. This dye monger sells a bunch of dye, as the name would imply. And these are different colors of... these are different color dyes that you can apply to your outfits, so that even, it just adds more to the customization in the game, so that even when you have the same piece of gear on, like, I don't know, you can get this shirt, or you can get that outfit actually, and end up wearing it yourself at one point, but then you can dye it like, you know, purple or something, and it makes you stand out, and helps you helps you really, show off the personality of your character, even when you are in the same outfit as other people. And then the outfits get like more and more elaborate as you get higher in level. So the outfits get more elaborate, and then the dyeing options get more elaborate too. Like different parts of it stay that color, then like other parts of it stay metal and stuff. Like I think if you dye this outfit, it touches the, if you can dye this outfit. Actually, hold on. Let me examine this person. Alright. Oh, they've got it on a glamour anyway, so I can't really look at it. Alright, well still. If you dyed, say, this outfit, pretend it's dyeable, I'm not sure. But, like, the scarf could change color, but the rest of it would stay the same or something, or the other way around, maybe, I'm not sure. And it can really just, dyes and the dye system and the glamour system as well can really help you with the customization of your character and make them stand out. That's why you don't, like, if I stand around the Aetheryte in a crowd and, like, look around, I won't see two characters that look the same, which is just a really cool feature in this game. Okay, we've got the Independent Mender. That is the cutest little Lalafell. Okay, we've got the Independent Mender here. The Mender is someone who you can, if you fight in combat and you either take or deal damage, whatever. If you're fighting in combat, eventually the condition of your items, which it says condition 100% right now on that one, the condition of your item is going to drop. Now, you can get down to 1% and be fine, but if you hit 0% in the condition of your item, then you lose the stat bonuses and the magic and the defense and magic defense that item gives you. So I would lose +1 determination if I let this ring's condition go down to 0. So that's what, either you can repair gear yourself using dark matter, if you are a crafter and you're the right kind of crafter for that kind of piece of gear. Different pieces of gear, like the more cloth pieces of gear, like mage robes or something, you have to be a weaver, whereas the heavy armor of a paladin, you would have to be a armor smith, I believe, to be able to repair it. Or you can come to this guy, who's the Independent Mender, and they're like found throughout the world, but this is where this one is. His name is Alistair, by the way, which I find is kind of funny, but yeah. I just play Dragon Age too much, so that reminds me of that. Face doesn't remind me of that at all, though. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the Mender that you come to him, and he will repair your gear for you. And so that your gear does not break, and you do not end up losing it. I believe if you have, like, you know, if your body piece breaks, I think that it also unequips, or at least it doesn't show as equipped anymore, so you could end up like running around naked in an instance, and that can be awkward, so no one wants that. But yeah, anyway, there's also the Fieldcraft Supplier here. He provides different crafting implements, as well as some potions, some dark matter, and some fish bait for when you're fishing, so that's cool. Good to know where he is, because I actually did not remember where to get that, so now I know. There's the Battlecraft Supplier. He offers various implements of war, and magic, I suppose, because these are grimoires. He's only really offering the classes that are found here in Limsa Lominsa. Their guilds are found here, so the axe, the daggers, and the grimoires for the Arcanists. But he's also offering shields, which I don't understand, because none of us use shields. Alright, well, whatever. But yeah, he offers battle implements, basically. And then there's no shop. Well, there's a shop there, but there's no actual person selling anything. He's just checking out stock, I don't know. And then there's Kyokyo-rune, who was selling things earlier, and, you know, this is a Kikern. That's the name of the species, and it's, he's one of the merchants I had to talk to before I, gave my little secret shopper list over to Beansig over there. So Kyokyo-rune, what do you got to say? Kyokyo-rune select best selection. Priceless price for shoppers to shop. Customer's custom is truest truth. Aw, he's cute. And he's got, like, a really adorable decoration set up for Christmas here. So yeah. Man, there are just so many decorations around here. Look at this. This is gorgeous. I love these decorations. Anyway, okay, I talked to him already. Okay, we are good. Alright, so now the next thing I want to do is that, oh wait, I ran right by it again because I'm an idiot. Alright. Aethernet shard. Come here. I'm probably never going to use you, but come here. Let me attune. Attuning. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now I will have this. Now, okay, so I've run back here. I've talked to all of these merchants. Did not talk to this person. I didn't see you before. Hello, Rose. I may be here on business, but I do so enjoy visiting foreign ports. Limsa Lominsa has character that is quite unlike that of my native Ul'dah. The lure of the exotic is indeed irresistible. A lot of Ul'dah merchants here. That's kind of cool. I mean, this is a trade hub, and I guess that they're just showing up the trade, but it's neat to see them here. Hello, did you have anything normal to say? Ever wonder why this courtyard is called the Octant? It was named for the navigational tool invented by the famous Giovanni Gnono. With the Aetheryte placed here at its center, the Octant has always been one of Limsa's busiest hubs. Okay, so this is called an Octant after the navigational tool. I suppose if I could, like, zoom out and do an aerial view, it would kind of look like one. Although I have no idea what an Octant looks like, truth be told. But still. A lot of dancing going on here, though. That's cool. Alright. Sweetnix. Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Malvan. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Today, Tax Lady Pataja has kind backwards for Sweetnix. Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Pataja. Sweetnix is happy gabby. Gives Uplander jingly shine. Oh, okay, so he gives me money. Great. Hi. Alright, yeah. Okay, so now he gave me double my money. He doubled my money. That is awesome. I like you. Alright, what do you normally say, Sweetnix? Sweetnix write many letters and never find right words. Yeah, I've seen your writing. I can understand that, but keep trying. Okay. That's an interesting use of Christmas decorations. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? Okay. Speak to Zendaimel over there. And, oh, I missed a quest. Oh no, I missed a quest. Hello. Janashim? Brugair Consortium. Janashim of the Brugair Consortium seeks the service of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. I don't know if I'd be conveniently unoccupied, but sure, why not? Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. Dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss? I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa Lominsa. They do, however, provide rather unique services, of which the Brugair Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their dorm in Loanward, along with our profuse gratitude. Loanward? I don't know. Have this deliver this to Lonnie. Got it. Alright, what do you normally say? Okay, this is not what you normally say, I don't think, but yeah. You'll find the dutiful sisters, convent, down near Fisherman's Bottom. Pray deliver the package to the doorman, along with the sincere gratitude of the Brugair Consortium. Okay, I will do that. Bango Zango. What are you? Oh, you sell... Oh, okay. This is actually where you can, purchase your starter gear if you need to get level 1 starter gear again. As well as, underwear, which I'm not going to bother with, because I already have some, thank you. But you could do starter gear for each of the races, and you can also buy some prisms and some glamour dispels and things like that. Glacial greens. Did not know you could buy those here. That's cool. Some minions, who I don't have the money for at the moment. That's a weird feeling. Some music, which is also cool, and also what I don't have the money here for the moment. But, orchestrion rolls are music rolls. There's a thing in the game called an orchestrion, which is a housing item, basically. It's like a giant jukebox. And you can put that in your... there's one in every inn room, and then you can put it also in your house or your apartment. And you can play the different music from the game on it. So you can set up playlists and all sorts of stuff. It's kind of cool. Alright, Zendaimel. A ledger from Melbourne's Gate, you say? Yes. This booklet, penned by a log assessor from Melvan's Gate, contains the names of merchants who have yet to pay the duty on the goods they imported to Limsa Lominsa. Hand it over. Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. Thank you. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say. Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Okay, that path right there that you're pointing at. Got it. Okay, thank you, Sendaimel. Now, alright. So... okay, I've got that. I do have the Fisherman's Bottom thing over here, but I think I am going to go to the upper decks, because that is where the Marauders Guild is, and I kind of want to, like, talk to those people at some point in the near future. So let's head up on to the Bismarck, and we can explore the rest of the city a little later. Okay, here we go. Alright, so that's where I came from. Hello. Alright, it's weird, it's so weird seeing snow here. Okay, you are not who I would need to talk to, but you have a quest. Well, I'll talk to you first. Alright, Unsenwilf. Limsa Lominsa is a paradise for a culinarian, for by the grace of the pullers, we've the bounty of the sea close at hand. Ah, if only there were more bells in a day, I'd buy a whole guild's catch and cook. The whole guild's catch and cook to my heart's content. Okay, so this is where the Culinarian Guild is. It's also a restaurant. That's kind of cool. What do you mean, wait? I see 3 open tables. Well, obviously they're reserved, bud. Alright, Halahono, you seem like you want to talk to me. Needs help replenishing the Bismarck's larders. Okay. Beg your pardons, good madam, but you are an adventurer, are you not? I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon-arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. Lamb. That's pretty good. Alright, I would be grateful if you could procure some... I would be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain these directly from the source, wild lambs. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak to Abelfar, a sentry stationed in Bulwark Hall, just below the Drowning Wrench. Alright, yeah, I talked to him already. Begging your pardons, good madam, but do you have a reservation? You don't? My sincerest apologies, but you must book in advance to dine at the Bismarck. See, told you, reserved tables. Alright, cool, so I'm gonna go get lamb shanks for people. Lamb is good. I'm sorry. It's one of my favorite foods. So, she mentioned that, and I just went off. But, yeah. Alright. Metamaga? Metamaga. Okay. Interesting name. The Bismarck has never been better than it is now under Master Lingsath's direction. Even such dishes as folk consider simple are prepared with loving attention to detail. These days, all too few establishments strive for this level of excellence. Yeah, this sounding better and better. I do love a restaurant. Hello. Ooh, you have a cake. Nice. Okay, after the calamity, I never thought I'd... What? Huh? After the calamity, I never thought I'd... And then he's sobbing. Why is he sobbing? Poor guy. What's going on here? Whenever my business brings me to Limsa Lominsa, I treat my manservant to a hearty meal here at the Bismarck. 'Tis the least I can do to reward him for his excellent service. Gods know I pay the fool little... The fool. Gods know I pay the fellow little enough. Ha ha ha. Aw. You're apparently making his day and making him really sad at the same time, but I don't think it's you that's making him sad. That's really sweet of you. I like you, Kokorama. You seem cool. Alright. Hello. Talking? No talking? No bubbles. Okay, fine. Alright. Anyone else? Hello. It seemed a fitting price to pay for... a fitting place to say our farewells. Okay. Does she have anything to say? Oh, this is where we first met, and then he says it seems a fitting place to say our farewells. Okay. Well, that's sad. I guess they're breaking up or something. Well, not breaking up. They must just be parting. If they're breaking up, I wouldn't expect it to sound that congenial. Anyway, okay, so this is the kitchen. Where do I have to... There was some guy I had to talk... Yes, okay. Here we go. Letitia. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. Okay, here you go. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Melvan's Gate is notified without delay. Dude, that's cold. Alright. Okay, level 1. Or level 2, actually. I leveled up, yay! And I got Foresight, which increases my defense by 20% for 20 seconds. Awesome! Alright, let's move that to the key that I'm used to putting my healing skill on. There we go. Defensive skill, healing skill, whatever. Alright, and with that level up, that seems like a good place to stop. So, next time we will go about seeing what Letitia here wants from us, and go on our merry way and learn more and more about Limsa Lominsa, and hopefully, eventually, get to the Marauders Guild and get things going. But I'm having such a fun time just running around and exploring the city-state itself, and talking to the people, and finding out everything. So, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it too, and that's definitely going to be probably the next episode or two's worth of content. But hopefully we'll hit the Marauders Guild next, and I will see you guys then. See you next episode. You want me to pay 31 gil to eat mole meat? You're kidding, right?